Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the chapter Economic Reform in India. Okay, or we can say that NEP, New Economic Policy. So that was introduced in 1991, and at that time our finance minister was Mr. Manmohan Singh. Okay. So firstly we will discuss about the meaning, that what are economic reform, what is the meaning. Then we will talk about that why was there need of economic reform, or why there is need for NEP, new economic policy. Okay. Then we will talk about the element of new economic policy. Okay. So what is economic reform? Economic reform usually refers to deregulation or attempt to reduction in the size of government to remove distortion causes by regulation or the presence of government. It means that economic reform means डीरेगुलेट करना, जो चीज़ें गवर्नमेंट की वजह से डिस्टॉर्शन मतलब इकोनॉमी में जो चीज़ें उसको डिग्रेड कर रही थी उन चीज़ों को डीरेगुलेट कर देना, rather than new or increased regulation or government program to reduce distortion caused by market failure. And also there was market failure. Market failure means we can say that both demand and supply play a very important role in market equilibrium. But if there is supply but demand do not create in the economy, so that can also causes the market failure. And if there is demand and supply is not in the market, so also there is market failure. Okay. So economic reforms in simple language we can say refers to set of economic policy directed to accelerate the pace of growth and development. It means economic reform means set of economic policies, that there should be some policy those accelerate the pace of growth and development, that there will be growth with the development. Growth means only increase in GDP we can say, but development we mean also increase in the standard of living. Okay, quality of life people also increase. So there should be both things, growth and development. In 1991, the government of India initiated a series of economic reforms to pull the economy. So these economic reforms step was taken in 1991 out of the crisis of 90s, as there was a much crisis in 90s. These reforms came to be known as new economic policy. Okay, so these economic reforms are also known as new economic policy. Okay, as economic reforms refers to set of economic policy directed to accelerate the pace of growth and development. Okay, means if growth is there but development is not in the economy, so growth does not make any sense. Okay, so both are important for the economy, growth and development. So why there was need of economic reform? Why it was suggested by the experts that there is need of economic reform, or why there is need of economic policies? Okay, need of economic reform in India, the first is increase in fiscal deficit. Okay, what is fiscal deficit? When our fiscal expenditure become excess than fiscal revenue, then there is fiscal deficit. And in fiscal deficit, what we include? Tax revenue, non-tax revenues, and expenditure by the in fiscal expenditure we include expenditure by the government on the infrastructure, road infrastructure, making bridges, hospitals, schools, universities, college, on public facilities. Okay, so when fiscal expenditure is more than fiscal revenue, and fiscal revenue is government collect the revenue by tax and non-tax receipts, so expenditure is more than receipts, then there is fiscal deficit. Okay, so there was the increase in fiscal deficit or we can say the borrowing was increasing. Okay, and because of high physical deficit there were many bad effect on the economy. It was a indicator of poor financially health of the economy. It means the economy have very poor health in financial terms. Okay, means if borrowings on the economy are increasing, so it is very bad indicate for the economy. Second, there was a lower faith of international institution. If borrowing on the economy will continue to increase, then the international institute like World Bank, IMF, their faith will be low on the economy. Okay, so this was also a fact that it was felt that increase in high physical deficit or increasing physical deficit is a bad indicator for the economy. So it was decided for the economic reform. So this was the one reason. And second, increase in adverse balance of payment. So what is BOP? As recently in our earlier video we discussed about the BOP, balance of payment. So what is BOP? Balance of payment is a financial statement of a government of a country with the rest of the world, we can say. Okay, so financial statement, in this we include our exports item, import item, visible goods, invisible goods, services, all these are included, transfer payments, one-sided payments. Okay, so increase in adverse, when our BOP is in disequilibrium situation, so at that time our BOP was in disequilibrium and the country having less foreign reserve. Okay, there was more outflow of foreign currency or foreign reserve in the country. So there was adverse, means disequilibrium balance of payment, deficit of BOP, we can say. Okay, then Gulf crisis. Okay, crisis in the country because of BOP, there was also Gulf crisis. Then fall in foreign exchange reserve, this we also include in BOP also. That fall in BOP we include that foreign reserve in officially reserve account. We have discussed three type of account: current, capital and officially. So in officially reserve account, RBI maintain all the record of inflow or outflow of foreign reserve. So when there is more outflow of foreign exchange, it means country have less reserve of foreign exchange. So at that time there was also, if this was a one reason, that fall in foreign exchange reserve. Then rise in prices. Rise in prices means inflation was continue increasing, prices of the goods was increasing. Okay, rise in price means we can say there was a continue increase in inflation. Inflation was rapid increase, or it means inflation is increasing means money supply was also increasing. And how money supply was increasing? That there was the increase in borrowing. Government was borrowing to compensate the expenditure, and because of that there was increase in the fiscal deficit also. Okay, then poor performance of PSU, we can say public sector units. Okay, so public sector means the institute or the industries which were under the government. At that time our economy was mainly that socialism economy, we can say, or at global level also our economy was not much open. There was limited export import of goods. So the public sector performance was very poor at that time. Means the industries were all the industries were sick, we can say. They were not giving any profit or benefit to the government. There was zero revenue from the industry. Okay, so there was expenditure in 1,000 crore rupees on these industries, but the revenue was nothing. And behind all these things, the one reason can also be corruption. That was most causes, or we can say that is the root causes of poor performance of the public sector. That because of corruption there was not much attention was given to the industry. It led to huge losses. NEP was needed to reverse this trend. So there was also a need of new economic policy. So all these points, increase in fiscal deficit, increase in adverse balance of payment, Gulf crisis, fall in foreign exchange reserve, fall in prices, poor performance of public sector. So all these were also causes for new economic reform, or we can say new economic policy in India. Okay. So as I told you that at that time, tell you that Manmohan Singh was the finance minister of India in 1991. So India was on the brink of bankruptcy. By 1994, when he presented his historic budget, the economy was well on its way to recovery. Mr. Singh unchecked the country from the bureaucratic control and license permit Raj and took the economy to a high growth path. So at that time, Manmohan Singh, as a finance minister, taken the decision of new economic reform, and because of this decision, there was the result increase in growth of the economy, as GDP of the country increased between 6 to 7%. Okay. Nearly 1 crore new jobs were created, 10 millions, 1 crore jobs were created. Okay. As there was liberalization, means that license system was abolished in the economy, and there was also globalization, means economy was open at the global level. Okay. So the Manmohan Singh role was very important at that time. He took a very big decision related to reforms in the Indian economy. Okay. So what are the main features? Now we will talk about the main feature of economic reform, that what were the things that included in economic reforms, or we can say the elements of new economic policies. Okay. So mainly reforms include three things: liberalization, privatization and globalization. Okay. Three things were included in new economic reform, and new economic reform are also called LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Okay. So liberalization, privatization, globalization, all these we will discuss in detail in the next video. So today we have talked about only the introduction about the chapters, what is the meaning of economic reform and why needed in India. Okay. At that time. So students, watch the video and also read from your book. If you have any doubt, any query, you are free to ask.